Why We Live Here, featuring Southwest Colorado residents and their stories. Brought to you by ImageNet, driving business to new heights with cutting-edge technology and expertise.
Texas native and businessman Trevor Bird moved his family to Southwest Colorado sight unseen this past spring after purchasing the Durango Harley-Davidson franchise. Here's what you can expect from one of Durango's newest entrepreneurs and business owners.
Our first time to Durango was December 6th of last year. My wife and I flew up here. We stayed at the Schrader Hotel and we met Jeff and Jodelle Murray here at Durango Harley-Davidson that were the current owners at the time. And there's just an immediate connection. And growing up from a small town in South Texas, New Braunfels, it was about 16,000 people when I grew up there. And the childhood I remembered with the rivers and the outdoor and all of that was really something I wanted my kids to experience growing up. We were lucky enough that Durango kind of found us. We started in the Harley-Davidson industry about 15 years ago. I started actually kind of as an entry-level janitor, bar back for the family that owned the franchise in San Antonio. So, you know, I was cleaning the restrooms, mopping the floors, cleaning glasses, and worked with them for a while and just continued to move up the ranks. We grew the company in San Antonio from a small single location to having 4 locations and almost 150 employees. And what really attracted me to Harley was that everybody was treated equal. It didn't matter who you were, where you came from. Once you got onto the Harley-Davidson dealership property, everything was just equal. And I really loved that about the brand and what the brand represented as far as freedom, independence, adventure. Harley-Davidson next year is going to be celebrating 115 years as a company. And you just don't see many, made in America companies that have that 115-year legacy that Harley-Davidson has. And it's just so cool to be a part of it. Here's what happens when you get on that bike. There's no more cell phone. You can have music if you want, but I preferred there's no music. And there's a point where it's just you and the motorcycle and the open road. And you begin to experience this zen. Maybe if you meditate, there might be other ways that you experience it, but for me, it just allows all the clutter that gets collected in our head. After about 30, 45 minutes on that Harley-Davidson motorcycle, you really forget what you were so frustrated about that day. And your problems kind of fade away in the rearview mirror, and you're just looking at the road ahead and you're feeling and hearing that motorcycle, and it's Willie G. Davidson, who's the great-grandson of one of the Davidson brothers, one of the founders of Harley-Davidson, he said it best. He said, if I have to explain it, you wouldn't understand. And I think that pretty much sums it up. Giving back to our local communities is something we really believe in, not just the motorcycle community, but the entire community. And children's charities has always been near and dear to our hearts and something we've really enjoyed supporting. And so we look forward to learning more about what Durango needs as a community and how we can help. Really, if it wasn't for Hal and Rugger and the Gottsacker family, I wouldn't be sitting here today. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunities that they've given us and to be a part of the 115-year legacy that the Harley-Davidson motorcycle represents.